Well, this is my first video on YouTube. I took a challenge for 15 days. Every each day I will pick up some unique topic and I'm gonna talk about on that topic for 10 minutes. Let's see how far I can go and how can I improve my English. Pardon me for my mistakes. So let's get started. Today topic is about cars and car travel. Uh, Picking up from part 1, I was speaking. Did you enjoy traveling by car when you were a child? Well, when I was kid, I am not used to travel with car because the stink smell that come out from the car actually make me vomiting. I couldn't stop it. So all the time I prefer other vehicles except this car. Uh, but when I grew up and being used to it and being familiar with it, and it doesn't and make any problem to me now. What type of car do you like? Well, let me think about it. When I was child, I used to watch motorsports uh, on TV. So actually, that triggered me to liking a sports cars. So so that I like sports cars. Do you prefer to be the driver or the passenger? Why? Okay, I would like to prefer to be a passenger over driver because if you are a driver, um, there is so much responsibilities on your head to take care of your passenger, to make them comfortable, as well as you have to focus on your driving for 5 to 6 hours. And if I talk about the passenger, you don't have to worry about anything but enjoy the moment, the environment. You can uh, enjoy the nature and environment through the window and uh, on your sit on your seat. What do you usually do when you get stuck in a traffic jam? Well, when I come back to my home for a long travel, I face this traffic jam most of the time. So I just downloaded some game on my phone so that I can spend my leisure time on it. And I also downloaded some movies on the period of on in the traffic jam. When I stuck in the traffic jam, I used to watch movies on my phone. That's how I passed my time. That is the part one question. I'm gonna pause the video for 1 to 2 minutes because in the second part you have to prepare for the cue card where you can have 1 minute to prepare and you have to talk for 2 minutes. Well, the cue card topic is about a memorable car journey. Well, years ago, me and my some of my friends decided to go Cox's Bazar. So that was my first travel outside Dhaka. And the first time watching ocean in front of me, we started our journey from Dhaka to Cox's Bazar. It is a very long journey, around 10 to 12 hours. Uh, it sounds like innocuous at the very beginning, having lunch, music, snacks, uh, enjoy the driving and the environment, the nature. But after a few hours, we just hit a traffic jam, and it just make that moment terrible because uh, that traffic jam actually uh, made us to wait for 4 hours. And then we decided to detour our car through the rural areas of Chicago, and that decision actually was a very wise one because even though we take a very narrow road, but we we found some small waterfall, and we spent some time, unexpected time on there. And when we reach on that particular place, uh, and reached we reached on the Fox's Bazaar about 6 a.m. at the very morning, because we all want to saw sun rising from middle of the ocean, and that is the most picturesque moment we ever seen. And obviously it is my first time watching ocean, so I was so excited and curious about the morning moment. And after that, we turned back to our house. uh, After that, we returned to our home. And what actually made that trip unforgettable was how we turned a problem into a stories, how we find it out the way to make the, the journey more uh, memorable. And this trip actually made a strong relation with our friends. Okay, we come to our last part about discussion. Let's talk about the car use and transportation in general. Okay. What are the advantages and disadvantages of traveling by car? Okay, there are plenty of advantages, and as well as have some disadvantages also. If I, in my opinion, if I talk about the advantages, car is more comfortable. You can carry many luggages you want, uh, and you can short your travel time with car, because if you choose any other vehicles like a big one, bus or train, it will take most of the time on journey. So I think it actually uh, give us more advantage to travel from one side to another very quickly. And if I talk about the disadvantages, it has a lot of disadvantages. The first, that make the environment harm because of uh, the smoke, the dark smoke that come out from the car. It actually takes too much fuel, and on top of that, it actually make traffic jam on the road. How is traffic different in cities and in rural areas? Okay, let me think about it. Um, in the cities, people are willing to travel for every time, uh, here and there, and those are people actually come from the rural part and from the countryside. And uh, if I give an example of my hometown, it is being congested day by day because uh, many people are willing to come over in my hometown for their job or other purposes. But if we see how rural people are actually travel in their place, it shows they have lot less vehicles, rather the cities, and even though they have a very small street, but they don't use a big vehicle that doesn't make any traffic jam. But on the city, though, despite having a wide road on the main town, but people of there are using big vehicles like truck, bus. So, and top of that, there are small vehicles. Plenty of there make a huge trouble for the traffic jam. Do you think government should invest more in traffic transportation than in roads? Why and why not? I don't think government should spend on the traffic transportation than road. I think government should be conscious about the road. They should make the road more wide and have some guidelines and rules on that road. Uh, maybe double or four line is preferable for the main town where is a very busy road. Do you how do car preference different among different ages, group or cultures? Okay, let me think. I actually uh, uh, read a article on how uh, actually how the choice has been diverted into different uh, group of people and culture. I saw that Japanese people prefer a small car rather whether um, USA people like big car, and that has a different perspective between two nations. Uh, if we look on the USA people, they actually like to travel in the long road, in the long ways, so they prefer a big car to take the luggages on their car. They have space to park their car also, but if we look on how Japanese choose small car, uh, because they don't have that much space to park their car, and they are always very busy person. They have to travel every time on and off, inside and outside the city, so they actually prefer very small and low maintenance car. uh, uh, you know that's actually make a huge preference difference uh, of choosing a different car.